Rightio, so welcome back to Dig It Detecting, everybody. Welcome also to the backyard, and it's a Sunday morning. It's just gone 9 a.m. It's a cracker Sunday morning too, and as you can see, we've just started cleaning the carpet more thoroughly and using that bubble mix that we said we were going to test out and look, do a bit of a science experiment on it and see if it worked and see if it cleaned it properly. So the Snow Blow Cannon, a little bubble mix there, and what we're using is the Auto Glime foaming car wash. So about, look, a couple 100 ml of foaming car wash, the rest water, and we're going to show you what it does in a second. As I said, we've already gave it one hit, and we're going to give it another hit in a second and clean that carpet today. And not only that, we're going to clean the outside of the car, which has not been done yet since we brought it home from Flips. As you can see, it's horribly dirty. So we're going to see just how good that foaming car wash does on the outside of the car. We have completed the engine bay just about. Look, I'm pretty happy with that. As you can see, these rocker covers were black. All the inlet manifold down there and the inlet manifold plenum up the top, that was all black. The fuel rail was black. Look, everything was black. The throttle body, look, it was all horribly black, and well, it just hadn't had anything done to it for years. We've still got to take the air filter out. We still got to drop the power steering fluid, change the coolant, flush the coolant, and also change the oil, which we'll get to in a later date, and also the transmission fluid and braking power fluid. So we've also done the door trims. Just getting confused because I said the braking fluid there completely wrong. But we just done the door trims too yesterday. We did pressure wash these all off, and then we gave them a bit of a scrub down. We've done all inside the door trims, the door jambs. We've even ripped the carpet out, of course, because hanging on the clothesline. We've gave a bit of a scrub in a tub inside the car there and let it all dry out. And those door trims have come up an absolute treat. So look, the boot's all the same. The boot's been carpet removed, cleaned all out. Everything goes back in and it's gonna look schmicko. Also the parcel shelf we removed there yesterday. The reason being is because the T-bar light had a heap of flies and what have you in it. And when it sits in there, pressed up against the glass, you cannot get to it unless you take the parcel shelf out. So a big job, not so much of a big job to take the parcel shelf out, but a bit of work just for a small job. However, if I didn't do that and did all the rest of the work, that would forever annoy me. So it had to be done, and I'm glad I'm doing it. And it gives us the opportunity now to really give that parcel shelf a good clean. Hell, we could even take it out and pressure wash it, but we won't. We'll just give it a very good vacuum. So get all that dust off it. We've even cleaned up the cluster, steering wheel, the dash a little bit, the fascia panel, and not too much though. We still need to do a little bit more work. What is that dirt there? Horrible from me cleaning out the sills there before. So anyway, a little bit more work. We've just got our second mix of foaming car wash done up, and we hook this straight onto the pressure washer, and it works wonders. It squirts out a bit of water, and obviously the rest being the foaming car wash. So look, what we're going to do is we are going to start hitting that again once more, may even give them a bit of a scrub to help it along, and then pressure wash it all off and see how good it comes up. All right, let's do it. I've just shut all the doors on the car too, so we can turn around and give that a hit in a minute. Let me show you what it does though. Bubbles! How cool. I think I should have used a stronger mix. It's not as bubbly as what I'd expect. It's all right, we've already gave it one hit. We'll keep going. I said maybe give it a scrub, and then we're going to turn around and give the car a go. Alrighty, time for the car's go now. We've just hammered the carpet there, but that's okay. It'll all dry today. We've got a hot day today and a 31-degree day tomorrow. So this snow cannon is not going to get stuff like that off. I don't know what that is. Possum poo. But look, it's going to get a lot of the majority of the grime off, so we're going to give it one hit. We may even have to give it a scrub because this car has probably not been washed in about 10 years. So let's do it. Let's see what we can come out with. Well, car is foamed up, and we even did the engine bay, as you can see. And look, it's been sitting for about 5 minutes. It's actually dried off on this side, so it's probably about time for us to pressure wash it off. I've just been too busy over here on the carpet and starting on the driver's side. As you can see, we've nearly finished washing off all that soap. We've still got the passenger side to do, and look at the difference, would you? So that pressure washer and the soap is doing an amazing job. We just need to keep going a little bit further, so I'll probably spend about 20 minutes on this side so far. But this being the driver's side, I wanted to see how good I could get it to come up. I tell you what, that is like brand new. Once that dries, that is going to be absolutely perfect. So we just need to start on this side now, get rid of all those stains, all the grease and all the dirt from everybody's shoes over the last, what, 30 years? So 30 years of dirt we're removing. Pretty cool. But look, first we better transition over and just give this a quick hit before the rest of the bubbles dry off and see how good we can get it to come up. Alright, so 10 minutes on the pressure washer there, and look, we've knocked off a lot of the top grit and grime. We've still got a lot of scrubbing to do though, which I knew. This car's been sitting for so long, 6 months it was sitting under Flip's carport, and look, I don't think Flip ever washed it prior to that. So I think it's just been collecting dust and road grime and dirt for many years, and you can still see a lot of it caked on even after that snow blow pressure wash. So what we'll do now, and look, I fully expected that, what we'll do now though is now we've knocked a lot of the top grime and dirt off, and we've cleaned out all inside the seals and what have you, which look, a lot of them had mold and dirt all through them, and now we've done all that, we can get the scrubber brush out, hot soapy water, tub of soapy water, and we'll even get the boys out here to help us, and we'll really give it a good go over. And look, I know, look, it's sort of like well, polishing a rough stone. I know it's never going to come up absolutely perfect. I don't expect it to. However, just try and get a lot of that, look, a lot of what we've missed with the pressure washer, and a lot of what takes a little bit more elbow grease to get off. So, and as I said, I know it's not going to come up look brand new or amazing. Half the clear coat's fading. We've got rust in the front, a bit of surface rust in the front of the bonnet there. Not to worry, we could probably knock that out and fix it all ourselves. But look, it's a great car. For $200, you tell me you wouldn't buy this car and spend a bit of time and effort. Like, you don't have to go as far as what I am, but you tell me you wouldn't buy this car. Well, for $200, you tell me you'd be okay to see it go to the wreckers. I certainly wouldn't. So anyway, we're going to also get back onto the carpet too. That is the main objective today. Not really the outside of the car, but more so the inside, because once we get the inside back together, we can really concentrate on the outside. So that is what that's what I started with first, the inside. So we've done the driver's side. As you can see, we've we've probably got a little bit more pressure washing to go there, but the passenger side is the side we've not really touched, or we haven't touched at all. So you can see all that all the grime that we've got to get off, and now we're going to give it a bit of a hit and see how well we can do and see how much we can get off. And then once the carpet dries, we can get it back in the car and start putting the seats back in, consoles and everything else back together, and then we can even turn the key and shift it and move it off the grass so I can cut my grass. Well, that'll do for today there, guys. As you can see, we've really gave it a good hammer, and look, I'm pretty confident that carpet, when it dries, is going to look $1 million. It already looks $1 million compared to what it was. We do still have a few stains coming through though, and look, I've hammered this area pretty hard, and I've also shampooed it a couple of times. That's about the best we're going to get. So 30-year-old carpet, I think that is pretty good. And look, by the time the seats go in, we're going to put a set of floor mats in. It's going to look $1 million once again. For a 30-year-old car, it's going to look brilliant. So we've still got the boot carpet to do and finish off a little bit too. We should have probably vacuumed it before we started washing it. But look, once it dries, we can put it back in and vacuum it then. So I am, as I've been saying throughout these videos, I am in two minds of whether I do keep this car, and I am starting to lean towards the fact that I will. So I'm not sold just yet. Look, I don't know what I'll do with it yet, whether I will sell it still. But I've got a sports exhaust coming, 2.5-inch sports exhaust for it. We managed to find second-hand. We've got a brand new alternator, or second-hand reconditioned alternator, I should say. I am looking here. We do need to probably fix up this quarter panel here. He's got a bit of a dent underneath. You can see that right there. So Flip's hit something over the years, but look, a new quarter panel wouldn't be hard to find, probably about 50-60 bucks once again. So I did actually have one of those quarter panels there not long ago, but it was silver and I got rid of it. So look, a lot of work to do. So we've got the exhaust coming, we've got the alternator coming, I've got to tee up some tyres, that will not be hard at all. And then we get the enjoyment of putting it all back together and starting to lay all this carpet back in. As I said, tomorrow is 31 degrees. So if that carpet doesn't dry today, it's definitely going to dry tomorrow, isn't it? So look, we're going to start getting the enjoyment of putting it all back together, putting it all back, back together and working again. We can flick that key and move it. And as I said, I can cut my grass then. And we still need to finish off, clean the windows too. They're horribly dirty. So a lot of work to do. I'm still in two minds, as I said, what I do with it, whether I keep it, whether I sell it. But look, we'll decide that in future. For a $200 car, I tell you what, I think it's a bloody score and a half. And as I said before, you tell me you'd be okay with that all going to the wreckers. So I certainly wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. So anyway, we're going to face this towards the sun, let it really dry for the day. It's only about 10 o'clock in the morning, so we've got all day for it to dry. And then, as I said, we can start putting it back in our next video. So I really hope you enjoyed, guys, and we will catch you then.